He's
and
actually
have
on
people go
tour.
crazy. No, I don't know if he's doing it. It's not really a tour. It's like more just going to whatever clubs he can find and begging for a spot. I think.
That seems more
He's,
like it. I mean,
yeah,
I've never found him terribly funny.
he. I think he is funny, but it's not. I've been getting so used to certain US stand-ups like Jim Norton and Patrice O'Neill, just listening to that over and over, and then I hear any British comedian, and I just think, why do people listen to this? The difference between US comedy and British comedy is really, um, it's just really growing now.
Yeah, well, it used to, as long as I remember, it was a matter of patriotism, in that Englishmen would always assert the superiority of subtle, dry English humor. And there, for me, there's a time and place for that. British humor is like Chinese food. I can't necessarily
Yeah.
eat it every day, but it is good.
I mean, Ricky Gervais, he's clearly the most, or one of the most popular British comedians at the moment. Jimmy Carr is up there. He is funny. But Ricky Gervais, I do think he is a very Americanized comedian.
Yeah. And yet he's still relatively dry. Like if I show a lot of American friends an Idiot Abroad, they think it's too dry, which
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah, I think that's Stephen Merchant that does that. I think he sort of brings it back to the Britishness, but um, yeah, oh, well, Ricky Gervais, he can just sort of flip between the two. He'll just say something. I think it's mostly the rape jokes, actually, because
Yeah.
no one in Britain does that, unless maybe Jimmy Carr again.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, he's got loads. He loves it. Usually, it's the
No,
audience
I'm
members.
saying
Yeah.
really,
Just like that.
rape jokes aren't popular there. I thought rape
No,
jokes
not at
were
all.
like the international language of rape jokes. It was the international language of peace and
No,
understanding. Everybody loves
yeah,
rape jokes.
I think rape jokes should really be a sign language.
Yeah.
I think. Um, no, that's horrible.
What's this brick tower?
Big, no,
Oh,
I don't
I see.
know. Where did you go, Pinch?
You guys are still on the surface?
Yeah, I'm hanging around a load of pumpkins next to this windmill. Pinchy got in a boat and disappeared. And then he suddenly appeared again. And I don't know what. Yeah, I'd want to do another trinket. But I don't know if. Do you have any mountains around with some water that nearby?
What are you trying to make?
Um, well, there was something we did on another server. We called it. It was a little town we were making. We called it Tringeth, and it was just based around a mountain, and it looked fantastic. But it has to be at a mountain, for me anyway, because I just love building in and around mountains because they always have these really nice arches that actually look reasonably natural.
Hmm. You want an arch? You want a naturally formed arch?
I don't know if you've seen them nearby. Well, I know you must have seen them in the game, but it's just a yeah sort of mountainous region with um, cliffs and arches and caves that are already made. They do look nice.
So,
I'd have to find.
let's group up really quick. Oh,
I'm standing around McDonald's. There isn't a queue.
oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They got a McDonald's. Oh, and we got the horse update. We got a horse and donkey and mule. Do they have mules or they just have horse and whatever? We got this going on
That's where you
now.
get the meat from McDonald's, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Donkey.
I
Some
don't know if you
donkey.
heard about that from over here.
Yeah. I'll have 20 donkey nuggets. That sounds delicious.
We actually had them over here. There was this big thing about finding loads of horse meat in what should have been beef and pork.
That really doesn't bother me as long as it's processed to the point where no bacteria could ever exist there, It's
Yeah,
like, what makes one animal more disgusting than another? You know what I mean? Why is it like, okay, pig, cow, oh, ew, goat? I mean, just give it a chance. Snake meat. If think we should eat more animals and... Oh, look at this place. This is nice. Yeah, it's really great. It really shows that our tree city is growing, that they opened up a franchise here. Really happy
Yeah,
about it.
and it's pretty sexist though. There's only a male toilets.
Yeah.
That just shows you it's Minecraft, really.
Maybe it's unisex.
If it's a man wearing a skirt. If you think about it, there could be a skirt. The picture just cut off before you got to the legs. That could actually be a women's. Men go around.
Now with more nicotine. Chicken shit nuggets. Oh, yeah, nice.
Put on a custom skin at some time.
Okay, so.
Whoa, teleporting. Oh, he's left again.
So when we last spoke, you were upset about that Opie Anthony cake scandal?
Yeah, it's kind of died away, which is a disappointment. But yeah, Opie uploaded a video to his Opie Radio account where he actually met up with Homeless Andrew again the next day. And you just hear the audio of that. They ask Homeless Andrew what happened, and he couldn't remember for a few seconds. So he's like, "Oh yeah, you stumped on my cake," and he thanked them for helping him whenever he met them. And then he was given a box of cakes and cupcakes and danishes, so kind of made up for it, just about.
Yeah.
Pinchy's getting his skin sorted out.
I remember there was this one person who said, "Well, it's not comedy if people cry." I think, yeah. What a terrible qualifier.
Yeah, I found out about her. I think her name is Amy Davison. She's got about 5 YouTube accounts, and on her LinkedIn account, she classes herself as a social media expert or something. She's got 5 YouTube channels, and in total, they only just have more subscribers than my channel, which I haven't used for 3 years. And yeah, she's a model. She classes herself as an actress. I looked through her IMDb. She's been in one about 15-minute amateur production, which there's only trailers of it on YouTube, and you can't even tell if it's her or not.
I mean, know what it was about. Oh, it's not comedy if people cry. Of course it is. It's even funnier then, depending on who's crying. See, the reason people felt bad is because it was like, oh, he's a homeless guy's down on his luck. But the whole point is, see somebody taking down a peg, if they have it coming. It's funny as hell.
Oh yeah, people said they would love it if that happened to Donald Trump, but yeah. because Opie himself is a multi-millionaire,
yeah.
and he's stomping on the cake of a homeless guy.
Yeah.
There's a homeless guy that they've known for months.
Well, it takes a lot for me to feel empathy for homeless people. I mean, it was a pretty mean prank. But as a rule, I generally just don't give a shit about homeless people based on experiences I've had with panhandlers who were really obnoxious and just act like they're entitled to...
there's this guy, there's this panhandler somewhere. He just has a sign, and he just stands there wearing a Rolex, really nice clothes. And he'll just stand there with a sign saying, "Hungry, need food," or whatever. And he'll record it all on his iPad, and then go on stage at a comedy club and bomb like crazy. I can't remember what he's called now, but he thinks he's the shit.
Oh, so he's just taking the piss. He's not...
Yeah.
Okay.
And if people walk past him and they don't give him money, he'll just call them a cunt or whatever. That's what I would do if someone didn't give me money.
Well, I don't get the joke. That's what they do anyway, don't they? I mean, there was this one guy. It used to be I thought I was clever. If somebody asked me for money for food, I said, well, they're probably going to buy booze or drugs with it anyway. And that is absolutely true, because there's places they can go to get food. So I used to say, well, I said I'd feed you. You can come with me and I'll feed you, but I won't give you cash. and that like thwarted 9/10 of them. They're like, oh, I really need some food, and they're like, okay, you can come with me and we can eat. And they're like, oh no, fuck it, I just it was just a complete lie. But
I had
one
this.
time, this guy's like, hey, I want money for food, and I said, well, you can have food, but I'm not gonna give you cash. And he looked at me, and he said, yeah, okay, all right, yeah, let's go. And so I thought, oh fuck, he called my bluff. But now I've kind of given my word, right? So now I've given my word. So this guy's in tow, and I'm following, and I'm like, okay, I'm going over to this pizza place. And he says, I ain't eating no pizza. So I guess the old adage that beggars can't be choosers is just wrong. They can. They can be very obnoxious, pushy choosers, like fussy children. So we, like
I had this.
like a complete sucker, we stopped by a place next door to the pizza place. It's like a burrito place, and he gets this gigantic burrito the size of his fucking head. And he takes he's watching the girl make it on the other side of the counter, and he's like, hey, now don't be stingy with that chicken. So she makes it, I pay for it. We sit down at the pizza place, me and the bum, and he takes about 2 bites of it and pushes it away. And I said, really? I mean, you're not gonna, because I'm not gonna eat it after he's taking bites out of it, right? But
Yeah.
I was like, well, aren't you gonna? I said, aren't you gonna keep it? He says, no, I'm gonna throw it out. I said, well, why don't you keep it and like take it with you? He looks me right in the eye and he says, fuck you. It was the most ridiculous thing.
Wow.
Yeah. So after that, it takes a lot for me to feel any empathy for homeless people. They're a bunch of fucking assholes. Fuck them.
Well, I was a bit of an asshole with them as well at one stage, because when I was at university, I decided that, I had to see them all the time when I went to a fast food place. They'd all be sitting around asking if for the change from whatever I'd got, and I would just walk past them. And then I decided every Christmas, if I see a homeless guy, I'll give him £1. And I thought that was my good deed, to just give them £1 fucking pound every year to one random person. And that made me feel good about myself. And that's like this woman who's decided to that comedy doesn't make you cry person started up a fund to give cakes to homeless people.
That's funny.
She's going. Yeah, she's also said she wanted to get a cake for homeless Andrew, but she's heard that he died.
What?
But he hasn't.
Oh.
He hasn't. Well, no one knows. No one really knows anything. But someone just told her that he died, and she's going, "Oh, okay, he died. I keep the money." And it's a city of her choosing, and she decides what's written on the cake, even though you've paid a certain amount to write what's on the cake. And she just won't tell you anything. She's blatantly keeping the money. She's already started up 2 other of these fundraisers that have done nothing, and it was to buy clothes for someone.
I remember they gave this one homeless guy a pair of shoes because he didn't have any, and then they went there shortly afterwards and he was without shoes again. Like, almost immediately he lost them. Well, look, he's just destined to go barefoot. So how do you breed horses? Do you just feed them any kind of food?
You can feed them several different kinds of food. I'm not sure.
Can you give them horse meat?
I don't believe so.
Is there horse meat?
They're not cannibals.
No.
Not even in the Eastern European version.
Oh, no. So really, what's the secret to breeding these guys?
It's a bitch because saddles and leads are kind of at a premium.
Oh yeah, we have been all over this server looking for slimes to make leads, and we just can't find them for anything.
Do you have the seed number still?
Yes, and Atheist Guy already loaded it up into one of those slime finders.
Yeah, but I don't think that program was working correctly.
It might have changed in some recent patches.
I don't think that program works with server data for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Well, unless you actually have the key, you have to actually have the key, because you can't get it through just like logging in and doing it that way. You can't get the key from a server. You have to have the actual key from the setup file?
I got the data file from Noja, but I don't think this program was set up for that type of data file.
And you have to dig from level 40 down, I think.
Oh yeah, because you would have to have. It was a very different version. So if there's been even the slightest change in the map generation from the version in which the map was originally made to the current.
And I don't know what version the map generator was from.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know that either. So yeah,
Horses.
You'll probably see it sooner or later on the tape, on the recording. I mean, I dug out the mines of Moorcock for a mile in every direction and found fuck all.
Yeah.
Right, so these are donkeys, and those over there are horses. The donkeys are small, and they've got pockets.
Okay, so
are they born with pockets?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, breeding horses. Here we go. And you got a fucking Minecraft wiki. Okay, golden apples, golden carrots. Okay.
Horses with no teeth left.
We can make them grow faster. Okay.
So you gotta get into mate first, right? That's what the. Okay. All right. So the golden fruits and vegetables, that gets them to actually hump.
Yeah, golden carrots and golden apples will activate love mode.
Here, Pinchy, why don't you ride these as they're making love? I'm sure that'd be an experience. He's like, yeah, I was in a horse porn. It's not what you think. I was not prizing the role of the receiver. Well, we have
Tom
a shit
Green
ton
is
of
going to
gold,
come
too.
along and start.
If you're involved in horse porn at all, it's bad news. Just saying.
Shit. Well, I'm gonna get some gold from the tree. By the way,
yeah, I guess gold isn't completely useless anymore.
Now, Pinchy and to be fair, we don't. Every time I say your name, people are watching it for the first time. That's a great username. Everyone will think, oh, to be fair. To be fair, there's no mountains around here.
It's just so someone can say in the middle of a conversation, yeah, well, to be fair, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that?
It's brilliant. Now that's good English comedy. That's something. Here's Schnozberry's house, another new addition to the server. Anyway, yeah, you can build anywhere. I don't think there are any really good mountains around, though. You could go really far afield. As a matter of fact, if you go near the Ice Kingdom, I think even to the north of the Ice Kingdom, Frost Kingdom, I mean, there are some mountains, but you might want to consider another structure. But at any rate, you can take whatever supplies you need from the tree or from the mines underneath the tree, because we have plundered the surrounding area. I mean, we went to war with the Frost Kingdom, and we raided it so many times and destroyed so much shit and planted so much dynamite and lava. It looks like
war is in quotes.
Yeah,
by
it
the
looks
way.
like a B-52 has hit that place multiple times. But as a result, we have a lot of supplies to help you build with. We have a lot of renewable resource farms, so don't be shy. Have you been up in the tree?
Yeah, that's where we started, and we had a little look around before it came on. I think Pinchy is stuck in the with the horses. I think he's just staring at their cocks.
Man, I haven't been up here in a while. I mean, I haven't been on the server in a while.
Yeah, things have changed slightly.
Yeah.
I built I call it the Hell House.
Oh yeah?
That's yeah, a place to stash all your stuff before you go into the Nether.
Oh yeah. Like from Simon's Quest? What's like from Simon's Quest? What do you mean? What is he referring to?
No idea. Never heard of it.
Simon's Quest?
Yeah, I remember. It's the second.
Yeah, that's the second Castlevania.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one that pretty much got Angry Video Game Nerd on the map.
Oh yeah? Well, what did he? What was his spiel? Did he like it or not?
He, the games that he makes fun of, I think he likes, but he pokes fun at games like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah. I thought the second Castlevania had some really awesome music. Even
Oh,
though it's
yeah.
very tinny 8-bit music, it was still pretty cool.
Oh yeah, some of that music is still classic to me.
Yeah.
Like I prefer the original versions of some of the Final Fantasy music, even though it's, obviously crappy. It's just got that feel to it.